I mean, I think in an interesting way, so up until this past June, really, Jonas and I had lived apart for 8 years. So the quarantine just kind of like harkens back to like that 8 year period where we were just working apart and kind of developing ideas through conversation, and then finding these moments of kind of condensed time to come together and you know work in the studio and together basically. Weirdly, it doesn't feel like a shock. At least I'm speaking for myself here, but it doesn't feel like a real shock to the system, because I think that distance that existed between us for that 8 year period really drove a lot of that, the kind of the physical contact nature of our work.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that the work has been driven by the distance, and like designing in these kind of moments of focused time to work together, because we lived on different parts of the country for 8 years. And so we would, figure out that summers we could take 2 months and go to a residency and get work made. And so in that way, it's kind of been a part of it. And it's also work that we could kind of ruminate on in two different parts of the country, but through phone conversations and emailing. So yeah, I feel it is odd that it doesn't feel terribly different at this moment in terms of our practice. But I think thinking through the intimacy has been an interesting development over the past 10 years. And that when we first started working together, we had been making work that was about our own personal experiences separately, but we'd come together to make that work. And then at a certain point, and I think it's with the boat piece, was when we really started to think about the work, that the work was about us, that piece kind of embodied how he and I worked through an idea in the same space, in a shared space, and that it was kind of about our relationship. It was about how we navigated that shared space.